S-man, bro, I went to the British Army Museum on VJ, took my missus to show her my family history. To be fair, they have now given the Sikhs a better shine. I was still not happy with the sections for the West Africans, but it's way better than before. But these people are entitled and don't regard us. Look at the Basic War Memorial for the Commonwealth on Hyde Park's corner. They at least have the Asian countries and individual mention on the stone inscriptions, but the black countries and all described was the Caribbean and Africa. Yeah, it's sad, man. Man got disrespected. Man. Brother, that first 10 minutes opening scene of Saving Private Ryan is peak level badness. I can only salute them, man. Let's be real. Modern youths in our world would shit their pants. It's very hard to compute running into a certified death once that landing craft opens up and man are getting chowed down by them machine guns and mortars like dog food. Yeah, listen, I still don't understand that particular battle. I still don't understand what the Americans and the British and the French were even doing. Like literally, that beach was a certified death. The Germans, they had the beach set away, you know, that they had every inch of the beach covered. I was watching a video where the man said, listen, he was a pilot, he was a captain on one of the boats. And he said, yo, as the thing went down, every man on the thing dead. As it went down, they were just laying down, man, for like it was nothing. What he said is, how they were able to get out of that is one particular American boat, sorry. The brother said, listen, I'm sacrificing this boat so we can make some space. So the brother put his boat sideways and the man them just shot after the Germans and it opened up a hole. You see what I'm saying? And then the man, they got through and that's how they took the beach. But they sent thousands to their death that day. They sent thousands to their death. Literally, I'm not some freaking war general, but I wouldn't have sent one boot in there. I would have just sent over the RAF. That's what I'd have did. I would have just said, send the planes over and bomb the beach.
So there's less human collateral,
right? You see what I'm saying? Exactly. But they were sending, man, knowing that opening scene of Saving Private Ryan, they said veterans who actually fought started watching that and got up and left the cinema.
Kind of traumatic. That would have been a flashback, a flash straight back to them times, man.
Yeah, man. Horrible. So,
what many people would say is, as you said, what general would do that if it wasn't for another alternative purpose, sacrifice?
Yeah. Because remember, these man, they used to look at it like a blaze of glory. They looked at it was like a glory thing. Because I'm saying, when you look at that, if you look at Saving Private Ryan, yeah, when you're talking about battle and war, you could have been the most skilled soldier. It weren't about skill. It was literally just death on that beach. That's all it was. It was just about luck. That's all it was. You know what I mean? But they shouldn't have sent their man to that beach like that. Asia, the Ukraine thing could refer to white Brits afraid to be a minority in their country, to over generations boost the white. So other generations boost the white population. Yeah, that's what the Ukraine thing was about. It was about that you man at least look like us. Yes. So, you know what I mean? You at least look like us. So free pass come in.
And you know, I heard on the radio indigenous people saying, well, look, yeah, we should bring the Ukrainians over. Look, Putin's, he's terrible. He's really terrible. And look, we give Africa, we give those Ethiopian people, you know, with the flies in their mouths. So we're giving them aid, we're giving them water and all this stuff. What about people here? So yes, bring the Ukrainians over. At least they're white. I don't mind doing that. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, of course. Remember, look how much of the indigenous started linking up and making families. And think about it, like, remember there were stories like, he moved the Ukrainian gal in his yard and gave his woman, but all kind of things.
Yes.
Because really, them man are distant cousins.
Come on.
Them man are distant cousins, really. So that's why they're here. Because look what I just shown you in that thing. It's the Axis that made that film. It's the Germans who made. They're showing you what these man was really on in them days. These man was really moving mad. You see what I'm saying? Look at it was them. That's called generation war. That was Nazis that was stopping that. That was stopping. No, but think about that.
I know. It's
All right.
because it's mind blowing when you think again that kind of it's a nuance and it's further detail to what we've been told mainstream. Oh, the Nazis they hated Jewish people and and that's it. And there's a greater story.
Yeah,
there's a lot greater story than that.
But it just don't fit the narrative. Yeah,
that's the point. Because then we ask more questions. Well, who financed this geezer? He just got money out of nowhere, did he? And why did he have the problems and the ideas about the Jewish people? Well, let's examine that. But if you have that question, it's anti-Semitic.
Exactly, because Noble, think about it. No one don't ask this question. How did a man damn near go from? Matter of fact, let me put it in terms that we'll all understand. A man was in the dole queue, broke, finished. He went from that to becoming Roman Abramovich.
Come on.
Think about that, people. A man went from being broke, I'm talking about Germany, Deutschland, to being the biggest, richest army in 7 years.
Superpower. Yeah, man.
A superpower. How did that happen? Enough people don't like talking. They don't like them conversations. They don't like them conversations. Ari, that's exactly it, I think, Aisha. They want more blue eyes in the country and they will be thankful for the roof over their head. Luke, I remember at work, colleague, colleague, telling me that he was looking to house a Ukrainian family in his own yard with his wife and 3 kids when the war started. Madman, Ari, S-Man, they already have a Pop the Balloon over here. It's not mainstream though. It's on YouTube. Yeah, the one over here, it hasn't hit off like that yet. It hasn't hit off like that.
Stop this. What? I know it's entertainment, but what is it like a modern form of dating? This Pop the Balloon thing, right?
Yeah, so it's like a dating show.
So outside of them actually, so if they pop the balloon, they don't want to be with them. If they do pop, if they don't pop it, they want to be with the person. So if they link up, is that just the end of the show, or is it like a part 2 to say, yeah, man, they've had their first date?
Yes. So on some of them, because the original one is a lady called Arlette. On that one, they do like catch ups. So they'll like come back like maybe a few months later and say like, how did it go? What happened? A, B, or C, like that. XA, the narrative amongst the white right wing is that their race will be extinct if things continue the way it does. Hence why they are pushing more Eastern Euros into the UK. Facts. S-man, them UK man were looking easy pums. We're looking easy pums. The Ukraine girl looking refuge. No, the UK simps would take them in. It was a fair exchange, in my opinion. Female hyper. I ain't even gonna read it. At work in the most critical dilemma. Arlette bringing her version to the UK. Oh, is she, Luke? She's coming to the UK. That's when you'll see the toxic side. Then that's when you'll see it because they're gonna Arlette. Her and her man know how to do it. You see what I'm saying? They know how to do it. Ukraine gal in better shape than full English Betty. Yeah, they're meant to be the grade white thing. Let me say it properly. They're meant to be the top tier white women, Ukraine girls. They're the ones who like, like them rich white men. It's like, they're like the status of, you see what I'm saying? So
a bit more than that. I think there is an aesthetic to it, but I think it's also culturally how they are versus how a modern Western woman is.
Okay.
Think about it.
Are they submissive?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Basic term, a lot more submissive.
Yeah, I know them mans love that stuff. S-man, yeah, that's what I was referring to, the Arlette. Oh, okay, so Arlette's version is coming to the UK. All right, I see what you're saying. That's mad though, because someone in the UK should have locked that down before that happened, because that means she's going to eat off the UK now. Crazy. Is so Ukraine are the top utter blondies. I never knew this. Yeah, they're meant to be. I was watching Andrew Tate, and he was saying that they're the grade for like the European women. They're like the standard of beauty. So I guess it was one of them. Oh, S-Man said I thought Swedish things. Yeah, that used to be the old school one, innit? Harry.
Well, even before that, it was Russian, innit? Anything on the Eastern Bloc, they used to have website sibling where you can just go on and, for the white man, they just buy the dollar brides, innit?
See, that's where they get that stuff from.
Yeah, boss.
So Harry said, yeah, one Ukrainian girl his receptionist at work. She looks good, to be honest. They're like, you gotta remember, if you look at, like, say, because I don't know, I'm gonna keep it real, I don't know, but when I was younger, a lot of the indigenous, they were into Cheryl Cole. Remember Cheryl Cole, that singer?
the little thing.
Yeah. That was like great for them. You see what I'm saying? I remember, like, some white boys and that were like, yo, oh my God. Like, they loved her. She was at the top tier for them.
But again, for them, but it goes against the narrative of the blue eyes and blonde hair. She was brown and she was a brunette in essence, right?
Yeah. She
But
was.
again, so it's a perfect tie in regards to Sweden, Finland. The inhabitants. I don't know if I actually recorded this. I did. I'm sure I did. The inhabitants of Ukraine was founded by Swedish/Finnish people with red hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're probably ancestors.
Yeah, man.
They're probably ancestors still. Harry, lots of older white men got young Thai girls over here. Yeah, that was the original passport, bros. The indigenous and Thai, they go there, and because them women are like super submissive, super duper, like, you see what I mean?
Super. But then visually, how do they look? Some can be thick like Heinz ketchup of sauce, but it's a minority. But generally, they're
very slim,
right?
Yeah, very petite, very petite. But remember, that's why I use the Cheryl Cole example, because the indigenous naturally like very like petite, slim. It's not like me. I like your legs has to be rubbing together almost. You get what I'm saying?
Don't say that. Don't say that, man.
I'm being real. That's just me. That's just me, Novel.
I know you're saying. I'm the same. But girls, they're like, I don't want my legs them to rub together.
Man. Yeah, man. I need something that you like.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? That's just natural. That's just no one taught man that. That's just natural. So even like the Cheryl Cole, like when them mans were all getting gassed about, I was like, okay, because obviously she's way too skinny for me.
Way too skinny, boss. Way too. But again, this is the beauty of humanity, because there's brothers who like cisgens. I've got a brethren, and he loves girl that are thin. He likes thin. You know what I mean, even tall. I don't. You know my flex, man. Like tall women with that. If you're over 5'4", I'll probably squeeze it to 5'5", maybe. And the shorter the better for me, boss. I ain't into none of them long legs.
You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, straight. Man's come straight from the man. Didn't go factory. So I need something that's a mirror image of man. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
Straight like that.
Reflection, man. That reflection.
Yeah, facts, Harry. You got it. The meat is important, man. It's important, but a lot of man, they're into like the beauty levels here was like skinny. Beauty levels here was skinny. That's what happened. Luke, man ain't looking for no broad piece of girl. The prawn ain't reaching the walls from the back. Wait, hold up. Man ain't looking no broad piece of girl. The prawn ain't reaching the walls from the back. Now, you got it? It depends. I know what you're saying. I hear what you're saying still, but...
No, that relates to the new thing. If it's natural, you ain't going to have no problem, Mars. If you're talking about some BBL thing, that's when you're going to have some problem.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That I remember, this is what I'm trying to say. Remember, body shape, and body type. It's important. It is. Mm-hmm. It's important because certain man are running down some big tick. You can't handle that, really, boy. You can't handle that, fam, and you're going to get born. Because when you can't handle it, you're going to get born. Because, you know what I mean? You're going to get born because you can't handle that.
And ego comes into place as well. Like, yo, I should be able to mash this thing down, as people say. And when you're there and you like a little 6-year-old, you know what I mean, with this big tick woman, like, nah, boss, them things don't correlate, boss. They don't correlate.
Yeah,
the idea and the fantasy up in the mind. This is the thing, and I'm glad we're on here. I'll give a little snapshot. The siblings should know. The proof should for the wider. The fantasy and idea, 99.9% of the time needs to stay the fantasy in your damn head. You try and manifest this into the physical realm, that thing which you was playing out all of the time, and you think, yo, this is gravy. It ain't practical for the man them who are talking about 2, 3 gal. Don't bother. Don't bother. It's silly. It's silly. You know what I mean? Settle down, keep your vision in your eyes and the prize on one woman, yeah, and trustfully that will be blessed, and you can make a one ship. But yeah, man, don't just forget all the shit you see on the dams and stuff. It's impractical.
Real talk, man.